All right, the Lucas Oil pace truck makes its way through turn 3 and into turn number 4. Everybody on your feet. It's parade lap time for the third feature for the USRA stock cars. Let's send these guys off in style.
Well, Brian, glad you got a little break there. Watched the Bears' victory. Was counting your money back there. And
I had to use the little boys' room is really what I had to do. So the Missile sitting on the front row with Dean Willie.
Front porch.
I was going to say the front porch. He was doing that last night in the trailer.
He was.
You know, he's staying in the trailer, so the front porch is the tailgate.
He said it's blacked out. He can sleep all day. Here we go. Green is out. Stock car feature number 3.
Miles McHale with a great start down there in the bottom, but here goes that Gator Graphics 68. Willie up on the top side. The Missile gets a little bit of dig on the bottom. The 91J Wettengale down there working with Mosley, and Keller goes scooting up top. Oh, melee in the back.
Oh, man.
Larson around,
Ouch.
Aids around, Monty around. We got the 9F of Flock around. And we got one more down there.
5 cars total collected.
And that is...
Tony Manley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think we got to do a straight up restart again, Ryan. No laps scored. Well, we'll let the Lucas Oil Speedway safety crew get these guys straightened out. Checking the front end steering on Monty's machine. He's down there in the sippy hole. There's the spillage, Berg. Look at that. A little bit of water down. That must be where the tile sits. We will see if we get them straightened out. Checking out the front end on Larson's machine. But anyways, here we go. So straight up restart, Miles McHale, Dean Willie.
Now would not be a good time, he says. Oh, shoot.
You get a few days in and you're just, you get a little goofy.
You do.
So some heavy right side damage on the 95 machine of Larson, but it looks like he's going to be able to continue. Not his fault, just got caught up in it. As the 9F is going to be moved to the back of the pack as the cause of that one.
Well, we'll get the 9 into his proper position, and we'll be set to go. And I believe he's pulling off the speedway, so working on the lineup.
They got to get this crisscross
applesauce.
Yeah. Get this straightened out and taken care of. Shane, don't forget your baked goods in the cooler when you go home tonight.
Oh, I won't, he says. Did you get a cinnamon roll from last night?
You
what a shame.
Out. Yeah, it was pretty good. I let Berg have a smell of mine. He's got, you know, he can't have gluten, so all he can do is sniff those baked goods.
Paints a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, back at the ranch, lights are down as McHale and Willie, side by side, 2x2, 10 rows deep, on feature number 3 for your stock cars.
Ooh, Willie, a good start that time. They're side by side. McHale, Willie down into turn number 1. Oh, hold on, Dixon. He about lost the old Pistole grip. Willie scoots way high up the track in the 68. Miles McHale going to try to dip underneath him, but Willie battles back on the outside.
Boy, Willie going to the bottom and sliding clear to the top. Your leader, lap 1. They'll almost touch down into turn number 1. The missile running the bottom lane, and here comes the 17 of Rob Mosley. Those New Mexico drivers know what's going on.
They do. I think they're used to driving on maybe a little bit slicker of a racetrack. Those guys from New Mexico might have an advantage for them when it gets a little bit slippery out here.
Everybody kind of on the bottom, but there are a few cars up top.
Doug Keller coming along on the top side. The hard charger, Doug Keller from Easton, Missouri, now going to try to scoot around Miles McHale on the outside. That's your battle for second spot.
Oh boy, you got to keep her glued on the bottom, and Doug Keller now Keller off the power right down the back straight. Oh man, upside down.
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The red flag, like we said, nobody ever wants to see that. Just glad to see that all the drivers are okay. We'll get everything rolled back in and ready to go. Again, Brian Denicus with Ryan Bergeson here. He's on the interwebs. We'll get him back. We'll get him back. Here we go, Berg. We got lineups. We got everything we need here. So we're 3 laps in. Dean Willie, the race leader, Miles McHale, Rob Mosley. They'll be towing right behind him. We'll shake everything down from there. So again, red flag was for a wreck. Doug Keller, Dixon, and Fenewald were all involved in that one, with Dixon taking the brunt of the, well, I shouldn't say the brunt of it all, because Keller ended up upside down, but Fenewald got hit, and then Dixon's car was on fire. All right, so running that area back there in turn number 3 back in. Berg, scary event that happened there.
Glad all are safe.
I am as well.
That is the main thing. Doug reminded me that Fenewald went upside down in turn 3 about, what, mid-season? And that 91 was a backup car, I believe they mentioned earlier. That was the son's car that he decided, you know what, I kind of like this. So lights are down, 3 laps in the book, 17 to go. Dean Willie, the Gator Graphics 68 car, gonna bring him down to the green flag.
Back underway, 3 laps in, 20 laps total. This is the 3rd and final A main for the USRA stock cars on the evening. Dean Willie out to the race lead. Now we're side by side. Miles McHale, Rob Mosley. And then here comes the 91J, Jalen Wettengel, trying to get up front. Again, you got to be in the top 2 if you want to make your way into Saturday night's show.
Miles pegged on the bottom of the 21 car. Mosley and Wettengel working around the outside of him. About 2 lanes up off the bottom is where they're running. And Wettengel getting her tuned up, juiced up. He's looking to the 2nd spot. And now Miles going to change his line, and he goes to the top.
McHale went way upstairs. Not sure if that was the right move or not, but you got to try it. See if it works. He's in tow. The 3C, Colin Deming, right there with the missile, Miles McHale. Let me move that over for you, buddy.
I sure appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Wettengel looking to the outside. He'll take the spot down into turn number 3. Out of Topeka, Kansas is the driver, the 91J, and he is in a qualifying position in our stock car feature, number 3 at the moment. Miles McHale's changed his line, and he's got a strong run off of 2 on the top.
Mosley hanging on there as Miles McHale and the 3C at Colin Deming trying to make their way up. With the top two in the catbird seats right now, Willie and Wettengale. A Missouri driver, a Kansas driver.
And then New Mexico, Los Lunas, New Mexico for the driver of the 17. 1 spot out of a qualifier. Miles McHale, the 21, is in 4th. And then you'll see the 3C of Colin Deming. They're going at it. That is a race for the 4 spot down the back straightaway.
Willie with that big old gator on the side of that bad boy. He's halfway home this time by the line. The Gator Graphics, 68, putting a whooping on him right now. He's got about a 2-second lead over Wettengale. Then you go back to that 3rd position. You got Mosley, Miles McHale, Colin Deming. Those 3 are really racing hard for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot.
I think Miles is a little bit better on the top than Mosley, but Miles just cannot find the way around him. He's running that middle groove and then flying up. Maybe Miles going to look for a run. But down the back straightaway, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Oh, there's a shot to the shorts by McHale. He lifted the skirt on the 17 car. And off of turn number 4, that is still a 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
What a great race back there. That is really awesome. Look at Andrew Borkett down there as well. He has made his way up into the top 6. Borkett, he started in that 10th spot. He's just chipping away on the bottom.
Are you taking advantage of free nights and weekends, Brian, like you used to back in the day after 7?
Actually, I'm signing up the Fairmont Raceway for the kickball tournament, if you can believe that or not.
And you're playing now.
No, I'm not.
You and Doug should play. Getting a lot of thumbs up on this deal. We're taking bids now. You guys now have sponsorships. Look at this battle for 4th.
Deming.
Miles McHale and Deming.
5 to go this time by the line. Dean Willie showing the way. Miles McHale and Colin Deming on your screen right now. That's your battle for 4th spot. Deming down on the bottom. That Hobbs, New Mexico driver trying to give McHale a run for his money back there. Everybody pretty much stretched out right now, other than Deming working on the bottom of the missile. McHale.
Miles back to 4th. Dean Willing is gone. And on your screen at home, that is a race 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And that's been the battle for the last several laps, as the 17 machine of Rob Mosley out of Los Lunas, New Mexico, has taken full command of the 3rd spot, but he still is 1 spot out of a qualifier.
Again, you got to be in the top 2, and we're not done tonight. After this feature, we still got some hobby stock action to get after.
You are giddy.
I am giddy.
As a schoolgirl, as they race off of turn 4. 2 laps to go.
Speaking of stock cars, I wonder if Dylan Thornton is stocked up on Lake Waters before the bar shuts down.
He's probably already had a nap.
No.
Oh, Deming gonna crowd the missile. They're still going at it. Dean Willie on your screen down the back straightaway. These exiting 2 for the final time of your feature number 3, the Gator Graphics entry. Has dominated this one off at turn number 4. He will win stock car feature number 3. Wettengale will take the 2nd qualifying spot. Then it is Mosley, Miles McHale, and Cole Deming, your top 5 finishers.
So the top 10 are run down. Willie with the win. Wettengale comes home 2nd. Mosley 3rd. The missile Miles McHale 4th. Colin Deming comes home 5th. Andrew Borkett 6th. John 8th. 7th. Mark Simon 8th. Jake Newman 9th. And rounding out the top 10, Brian Carver in the 40 machine.